Welcome everybody to a new My Hero Academia video. And guys, I bring to you today, a lot of you were expecting this, a lot of you have been asking me where is the guide, where is the ultimate guide. I'm so happy that so many of you actually enjoy these guides. Here is the ultimate Shigaraki guide. Alright, it took all of my resources to pull him, so this better be worth it. So a few things before we begin, okay? I'm sorry, but we do need to establish some things. Last time with Ida's ultimate guide, a lot of you people were telling me that the guides take too long, the videos are too long because Ida was like 35 minutes or 36 minutes, something like that. Well, guys, the thing is that I want you to I want this guide to be useful for you, right? This is supposed to be the ultimate guide. This isn't supposed to be a run-of-the-mill guide, right? I'm not just going to show you the PDF and then move on, right? I want this to be a quality video, a quality guide, right? If I don't make this video long, then I can't really tell you all the things that I want to tell you guys, and then I'll have to write it down, and then nobody's going to want to read a like 500 kilometers long guide, right? So I'm sorry if these guides turn out to be too long. I promise this one will be very long. I promise this one is going to be very long because, as you can see, Shigi has 3 sets of abilities, 3 sets. So this is going to be very long. There's no way around that. I'm sorry. You can always just speed up the video. It's fine. Someone said that to me as if it was a bad thing. Like, go ahead. It's okay. I don't mind. So yeah, just keep that in mind, guys. This is supposed to be the ultimate guide, okay? I want this to be good. I want this to be informative, right? That's why I put timestamps in the description, right? You can see that the video is broken down into sections. It's just so that you guys can just find whatever you're most interested in, right? If you're interested in his abilities, his combos, the core gameplay, his cards, his chips, you can find it, right? So you don't have to watch the entire half hour of the guide, right? It's not necessary. You can do it if you want to support me, but it's absolutely not necessary. With all of that said, let's one more thing, of course, to clarify. I always say this. This guide was edited by me, right? I just prettified it, but most of the information came from Dan, YYJ, UG, however you want to call him. He is the brain behind these big operations. Guys, that he sometimes jumps into some of the ultimate guides and gives his own insight. So yeah, keep that in mind. This is not just me. A lot of this, most of this actually came from him. So yeah, I just edit this and make it pretty, and then I make a video off of it. This is an agreement that we have. So yeah, just keep that in mind. With all of that said, now let's actually go into his abilities. All right, guys. So let's see. Let's go through Shigi's abilities. He has a ton. Okay, so basically he guess we should. Well, no. He basically has 3 sets of abilities, right? So he has these abilities that you can see right here, right? His Q, W, and E. Then whenever Nomu comes out, right, which is whenever the bar at the middle fills up, when Nomu comes out, this Q, W, and E turn into a different set of abilities, right, which are basically commands for the Nomu. And then if the Nomu hits after you give it a command, then they turn into a different set of abilities. So Shigi has 3 sets of abilities and he does a lot of stuff, okay? So let's get started with this Q. So his plain Q is called Vicious Contact, and basically is a gap closer that accumulates spite. Spite is the bar in the middle, right? And when used after grabbing an enemy, the enemy he will teleport to the enemy. So let me rephrase that, okay? So it's a gap closer. Let me show you. See, it's a gap closer. And when you use the Q right after you do a grab, let me do a grab so I can show you. Basically, we grab an enemy, throw it. You can see that it turns into something else. right? And you teleport towards your enemy, right? So you grab your enemy, right? You grab him, you throw him away, and then you can gap close, right, with the teleport. So that's an extra ability, by the way. That's an extra Q that Shigi has. So yeah. He also charges his speedy, not his speedy, what the hell? I wish. His spite quite a lot with his Q. His Q is actually going to be the biggest way to charge his spite, right? So yeah, that's it for his Q, right? When it's playing, that's it for his Q. Then we have his Q when Nomu comes out. So let's bring Nomu out. Let's see, this is obviously not the optimal combo. I haven't learned it yet, but I do have to. But yeah, basically we need to bring Nomu out so that we can show off what his Q does. And I'm very ineffective at bringing Nomu out. Oh, there we go. Okay, so when Nomu is out, he does that you just saw right there, right? Okay, let me show you. I press Q. See, it's like 4 or 5 hits, and then I get my Q. My Q is this. He kind of grabs like the screen, right? The camera, sort of. It's really cool, right? So basically, let me explain what just happened. Basically, I command the Nomu to attack from the enemy from behind, and then if the Nomu lands his last attack, it's like 4 different attacks, right? 4 different hits. And if the Nomu lands that last hit, the 4th hit, Shigi can then teleport with his Q, and do that animation where he kind of grabs the screen, right? And he inflicts 2 decay. So decay is going to be your main source of damage. Decay is basically like Froppy's poison or Aizawa's bleed, something like that, right? It's a damage over time, basically. So that's what you want to do. You want to inflict as much decay on your enemy as possible, right? The maximum amount of stages, right, or stacks of decay that we can put on our enemy is 10. So we do want to put those on the enemy as fast as possible, because that's going to be the biggest amount, the biggest source of damage from our Shigi. Okay, so that's it for his Q. I'm trying to go fast, okay? I'm trying to go fast for those of you that don't want a very long video, but so his Q is a teleport, just straight up, right? His plain Q is just a teleport. He just goes and falls on top of his enemy. That's it. That's all his Q is. Let me show you one more time. He just teleports in front of his on top of his enemy, and then falls down, and that's it. That's all his Q does. Now we need to bring Nomu out again. So let's do that. Hopefully we can do it a little bit faster this time. So Shigi is so cool, guys. I love Shigi so much. Okay, there we go. So his W, right? His W will make Nomu teleport behind the enemy, throw him in the air, and then Shigi can teleport to the enemy and grab him, right? He will grab him and slam the enemy on the floor, right? Let me show you. See? That's really cool. So I don't know if you could actually appreciate it, but basically Nomu knocks the enemy into the air from behind, and then if Nomu hits, Shigi will teleport into the air to the enemy, right? And he will slam the enemy into the floor, inflicting damage, and also he inflicts 1 decay. When he teleports, Shigi will try to grab the enemy, right? And if he does, he will inflict damage when he lands. So it's 2 stages, right? One when he grabs him in the air, and another one when he lands. So it's another stack of decay, which is what we want, right? We want decay, because it's our biggest source of damage. Then let's go to his E. So his E is called Hand of Destruction, right? His W was called Black Mist and Fallen Death, and now his E is called Hand of Destruction. Basically what it does, it just grabs an enemy and throws him, right? And then we can teleport toward the enemy with the Q. It's pretty cool. I really like the animation. It's really awesome. So yeah, that's easy pretty much. It just grabs and throws. You will notice that she has a ton of teleports and also grabs. He actually has 6 teleports and 4 grabs in his kit. So that's really, really cool. I don't know. I love that. So yeah, okay. So now let's bring Nomu out once more. Let's go. Okay, so we do that. Boom, boom. And this should bring him out. Let's see. One more. Okay, there we go. So his E, let's see. So Nomu basically slams the floor, right, and throws the enemy into the air. You love that. So Nomu again slams the floor, throws the enemy into the air, right, and then we can teleport towards the enemy. Another teleport. grab him, another grab, and throw him. I love that so much, it's so cool. That's basically it. Nomu smashes the floor, throws the enemy into the air, deals damage, right? And then if Nomu hits, Shigi can teleport to the enemy, grab him, and throw him. And it deals damage and inflicts 1 decay. Alright, now guys, for his ultimate doesn't do anything, it just deals damage. Stain remains the only character in the game for now that actually does something with his ultimate, something different than just a ton of damage. Then we have his auto attacks, right? His auto attacks, basically, you just count, right? And at the 4th one, you just hold your auto attack, and that throws the enemy, right? And you can follow that up with a Q. So you don't really need to count. You can tell because that kick, right? So that kick is when you hold. When he's doing that kick, it's actually a very slow animation, so you have more than enough time to notice and actually hold the auto attack button. See when he does that kick, high kick. So yeah, that's pretty much it for his auto attack. Oh, also his auto attack also does something. Oh, his auto attack is called Smash Combo. His ultimate is called Hero Free. I always forget to mention the names. Yeah, his ultimate is called Hero Free. His E with Nomu is called Imminent Disaster. And yeah, so his auto attack is called Smash Combo, and then when Nomu is out, it's called Smash Grip. So yeah, his auto attack does change when Nomu is out. So let's call Nomu one more time. Throw this guy, Q, Q, and then we auto attack, and then we throw him one more time, and Nomu is out. Okay, so now when Nomu is out, if I auto attack, I actually teleport, another teleport, and I inflict, I think it's 2 decay or 1 decay. 1 or 2 decay, but yeah, it's just another teleport, basically. It's all there is. So yeah, let me see. It actually, the guide says that when Nomu is out, it will teleport Shigi to the enemy and perform an attack, dealing damage and inflicting 1 decay. So yeah, it inflicts 1 decay, but you can spam it, so you can inflict a ton of decay with that. So yeah, you have been seeing, by the way, now we move to his special. His special is called Breeding Spite. And his bar at the bottom is Spite. So thankfully it has the same name, because names in this game, dude. So you've been seeing this whole time that I activate my quirk whenever I want to bring Nomu out. And the reason why is because when Nomu isn't out, if you activate your quirk, you will actually fill up your bar a lot more with your abilities, right? So if I do this, I do that, you can see the huge chunk that I just charged there. Well, as let's see if we can empty it. It doesn't look like we can. Oh, never mind. So never mind. So we're just going to we're gonna bring Nomu out so that we can then empty the bar. I'm doing it wrong, sorry. So yeah, Nomu is out. Okay, so yeah, so when Nomu is out, right? When Nomu is out, if I activate my quirk again while Nomu is out, this is supposed to inflict 1 decay every 2 seconds on enemies. It says within range, but there's no range visible, so I assume it's just, I don't know, there's probably some sort of range, but who knows, honestly. I'm not sure how far away or how close. If someone knows in the comments, please leave a if someone knows, please leave a comment how close you need to be to your enemy, or if it's just the whole arena, right? Like the whole arena kind of goes dark, so it kind of sounds like it should be the whole thing, but I don't know. If somebody knows in the comments, please let us know. And so yeah, that's pretty much Shigi for you, right? He has 3 sets of abilities. For his Q, W, and E, right? His Q also has an extra one, and then he has 2 auto attacks. He has 2 quirks. He is, like, very fun. He's so much fun. I love when characters are this, complex. I don't know. I love him. Well, he's not actually complex. He's a lot simpler than he might appear at first glance. But I don't know. I still love him. I love him. So let's move on to the core gameplay. Alright guys, so now we have his core gameplay. So again, this is stuff that I have already mentioned, so we're gonna go through it very, very quick. So his main damage will come from decay, like I mentioned before, right? Decay, keep in mind that you can only use decay when Nomu is out. So even though Nomu isn't going to be your main source of damage, because, well, first of all, because Nomu is actually very, very slow, and second of all, because Nomu got nerfed. So Nomu isn't going to be your main source of damage. It's going to be actually decay, but you can't use decay if Nomu isn't out. None of your abilities actually apply decay unless Nomu is out. Shigi has six teleports, so make sure that you're on the move at all times. This is what this character is all about, right? You want to be moving around so that you don't get hit, but you land all the hits. So yeah, make sure that you're on the move at all times to avoid being hit while inflicting as much damage as possible, right? So that's basically how Shigi plays, right? You want to be on the move, and then you just want to inflict decay and then just laugh in the corner while they slowly fall apart. So Shigi also has 4 grabs, so make sure that you're making good use of those on enemies without hyper armor, even though there's a talent that actually allows you to do good use of your grabs even on enemies with hyper armor. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, Shigi is deceptive in the sense that he has a ton of abilities, but he's actually pretty straightforward to play, honestly. So let's move on to the combos now. Alright guys, and so for Shigi's combos, right? So there's going to be 2 combos, right? One without Nomu and one with Nomu, right? So let's go over the one without Nomu. It's basically very easy, right? So it's Quirk, Q, E, throw him away, Q to chase him, full auto attack combo. One tip that I can tell you is if you press down, you don't have to count to 4, then Q again, and Nomu is out, okay? So if you press down on your auto attack button, right? Button, that sounds so British. You don't actually need to press 4 times and then pay attention to the kick like I was telling you in the ability section. I just now learned this. You can just press on it and he will do the full auto attack combo. Right there, see? It will do it on its own, so you don't have to do anything. So let's go over it again, okay? So Quirk, Q, right? E, throw him away, chase him with Q, full auto attack combo, right? Throw him away again, Q, chase him with Q, and Nomu is out, okay? So very, very straightforward. That's a very useful tip. You can just press down on your auto attack combo and you don't need to spam or anything like that. You don't need to count to 4. You don't need to do anything, right? All right. So the reason why I didn't tell you guys right away the Nomu combo is because the Nomu combo actually is very difficult. I do recommend that you guys hop onto the training tool and you practice it as many times as possible, because it is a very, very difficult combo to pull off. If you do it right, you will have seen 3 animations of Shigi grabbing the screen by the time that you are done, and you should have also 9 stacks of decay at least, right? You can probably get the 10th one somehow, but it's best not to get greedy because you do need to be very quick with this combo. So let me show you, let me see if I can show you guys really quick, if I can show you how to do it. Let me see if I can do it myself first. Okay, so we do this. Okay, then we do this. Okay, then we do this, okay, then this, all right, then this, okay, and this. Okay, 3 times. See, 3 Q2s, right? 3 animations of Shigi grabbing the screen. That's exactly what you need to see. By the time that the last Q2 is done, you should see Nomu leaving the screen. But you have to be very fast, because if you're 1 second too long, you will be sad, okay? So this won't be an actual issue if you actually have upgrade your talent tree to the bottom right of your talent tree, right? If you get all the way on the bottom right, then this won't be an issue because your Nomu will be out for much longer, so it won't be an issue. Or if you have SS or above that, right, it definitely won't be an issue at all, because you can upgrade your whole entire talent tree, right? And so you will definitely have that extra 33.3% of time with Nomu out. But for those of you guys that have your Shigi S, which is what these guides are focused on. Honestly, these guides are focused for people with characters on S, right, for free-to-play players pretty much. So I'm really sorry to all of my whale friends. I know I know that they always watch my videos, but you know, like I need to focus on free-to-play because it's the majority of players. So if you have a Shigi SS or above, or if you went bottom right, then you won't have this problem that you have to be super quick for. But for those free to play, let's go through the combo. Okay, so let's bring Nomu out first so that I can show you guys. Okay, so we grab him, we throw him away, and Nomu's out. So QWE, okay, spam auto attacks. Q, okay, Q again, W2, okay, Q2, okay, Q again, E2, and one more Q. No, we missed that last Q. See what I'm saying? 1 second too long and you mess up. 1 second too long. So basically I did manage to do the entire combo there, but I missed out on 2 stacks of decay at the very end because I was too late and I couldn't you know, use my third Q2. So the combo is basically you do QWE super fast as soon as Nomu comes out. Then you spam your auto attacks until your Q2 is up. Then you do Q2. Then when the animation is done, you Q again, and then you do W2. Then you do Q2 again. Then you do Q again. Then you do E2, and then the last Q2. Okay. It sounds obviously very complicated if I say it like that, but let's see if we can pull it off this time. So I'm still messing it up because you know, I'm still actually trying to practice and learn this combo, but I already recorded this so many times. So QWE, okay, QWE, we spam Q2. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna make it. W2, I messed up. Let's wait for Nomu to leave. I'm sorry guys, like I said, this is very hard. So let's bring Nomu out one more time. Like I said, I tried to record this. I think this is like the 5th time or something that I tried to record this because I always mess up somehow. And it's especially hard when I have to talk. So, okay, those Q2, okay, Q, W2, okay, Q again, Q again, E2, and Q2. Okay, we got it this time. So hopefully it's understandable. I know I shut up, right, because it's very hard to focus when I'm trying to do that. But yeah, hopefully you got the gist of it, right? So it's QWE, all 3 of them as soon as Nomu comes out, because Nomu is actually very slow. So he will do all 3 commands, but he will take his sweet time. So you will, I'm so sorry if you can hear that. I know you will be able to hear that. It's my dog. I'm so sorry guys. So you will be able to hear, I'm sorry, what am I saying? You will be able to actually pull off all of Nomu's abilities, but Nomu is actually very slow at doing them. So that's why you have plenty of time to do your Q2, right? And still do all of your enhanced abilities afterwards, right? So when you first pull Nomu out, you do QWE as fast as possible. Then you spam your auto attacks, right? So that will give you 1 more stack of decay, right? And then until your Q2 is up, basically until Nomu is done doing the Q, right? So you do Q2, Shigi grabs the screen. As soon as that's done, you tell Nomu to Q again, right? But by this time, Nomu will be on the E, doing E, right? So you come out of the first Q2, you do Q again so that it goes basically into Nomu's list of commands, right? And then you do W2, which will be up by then, because while you were in the animation of Shigi grabbing the screen, Nomu will be doing W, right? So you will have W2 up by the time that you come out of the first Q2. So you do W2, then you do Q2 again, right? Because Nomu will be done with his E and will be done with his Q, right? So you do Q2 again, right? And then by the time you come out of that animation, you do Q again, right? So that Nomu is queuing while you do E2, right? And then hopefully by the time that you're done doing E2, Nomu will have done Q1, right? And then you will be able to push 1 more Q2 before he leaves. Super confusing, I know, I'm sorry, but that is the way that it is. I'm so sorry, I know it's confusing. Hopefully if you guys can slow down the video maybe, or go over it, me showing the combo over and over again, maybe you'll get the gist of it. Just practice it, I promise. At first it sounds very confusing and it looks very confusing, but if you practice it, you will get it. And it's very satisfying to get it, honestly. So yeah, then you just use your ult for during downtime, right, while you're waiting for your abilities to come off of cooldown, because of course this is an ideal situation, right? I'm with the training dummy, right? But obviously when you are actually fighting enemies that move around and attack and stuff, it will be very, very hard to actually land these combos clean, right, and perfectly executed, right, obviously. So when you mess up, right, while you're waiting for your abilities to come off cooldown, you can use your ult to just to buy time, right? So yes. Alright guys, now for the support cards. I know, you're gonna see this and you're gonna jump to the comments and say, if you didn't see it before, you're seeing it now, and you're gonna jump to the comments and say, what the hell is with Mastermind and Dance with the Wind? So let me explain, and I also left a note in the guide itself so you guys know why. Okay, so the reason for the Mastermind plus Dance with the Wind combo is to give Shigi hyper armor. If you don't like the idea, and I know many people won't, or you don't have the cards, or you're just not bothered by playing Shigi without hyper armor, you can instead use his exclusive cards or Nomu, right, on top of Shigi, right, the 6-star, but not the exclusive card, and Call Shot, right? The thing is, there aren't really that many good 6-star cards for Shigi, honestly, and the reason why Mastermind plus Dance with the Wind is recommended in the guide is because you want hyper armor, because with hyper armor you will be able to do your combos uninterrupted, right? And it's very important for Shigi to pull off his combos, especially the second combo, the one where when Nomu is out, because that's his main source of damage. That is his main way of stacking as much decay as possible, right? So that's the reason why that combo is there. I know a lot of you are going to flip out and probably dislike the video and stuff, but that is the reason why. It's just so that you can hyper armor and you can do your combos more reliably, okay? That's it. That's the only reason why. If you don't like this, if you don't have the cards, if you think it's dumb or stupid, it's fine. You can use his exclusive cards, or you can use Nomu, or you can use Nomu plus Mustard. But for example, Mustard is very good for Shigi. So just keep that in mind, guys, okay? So if you don't know, basically Mastermind and Dance with the Wind are like a combo together. One of them gives you makes it so that it's much faster and easier for you to pull off your ults, and so the other one gives you hyper armor after you ult. That's pretty much it, right? You should never use either Mastermind or Dance with the Wind. You always use them together because they're a combo, okay? So that's basically it. If you do use these cards, basically you would be ulting in between your combos, right? Like right after Nomu leaves, you ult, right, so that you can get the hyper armor, and then you go through your entire combo, right? Hopefully uninterrupted thanks to your hyper armor. So yes, if you don't like this, you can use Shigi's exclusive cards or Nomu plus Mustard, okay? No problem. Then for the budget cards, we have the 5 stars are going to be Mustard. Mustard is actually really, really good. Shigi charges it super, super fast. Also Cellophane. Cellophane also excellent card for Shigi. Mei and Ragdoll, I'm not going to go through what each of them does. We've been here before, you guys know, or if you don't, you can check it out in the game itself. So when it comes to chips, right, let's just jump to chips right away. When it comes to chips, it's probably best to focus on tech, right? Usually I tell you guys crit or penetration or stuff like that, but it's probably better to just go for tech. If you really, really, really want a recommendation, I would say penetration next, right? Tech or penetration, pretty much. Penetration, the reason why is because, probably because of your decay. It'll just deal more damage. I'm not sure if decay, well, it should be able to do crits, probably, but since it's so slow, you probably won't really take that much, you probably won't take get that you probably won't get that much advantage from getting crit. Okay, there. So for the 6-star chips passive, as you can see, I was completely unprepared for Shigi to just drop out of nowhere. I thought we would have a break week, so I didn't have time to farm his full chipset, but I'm very close to a third one. And basically, the chipset gives you, when it says whenever Shigaraki takes an attack, right, whenever he's attacked, he inflicts 1 stack of decay on the enemy. That's very, very good, because you don't need Nomu out to inflict decay, right, with the chips. That is very, very good. You definitely want this. And when Shigi enables the special skill, right, his special, his quirk, his attack increases by 15%. I think Growing Evil is the special when Nomu is out. I believe. I might be wrong though, because you can see in the guide that there is not a single ability that's called Growing Evil, but you know, this is a trend with this game and names. So I think it's either the quirk, but when Nomu is out, or it's just the quirk outright. One of those two. If anybody knows in the comments, please let us know. So that's gonna be it for the chips. Now, for the miscellaneous stuff, guys, it's actually empty right now, because I just want to leave this open for you guys to just give me all of your insight on Shigi. Anything that you have, all of the advice, I will put it here. The one thing that I did put here is a should you pull for Shigi, right? This was made by again, Dan, or YUJ, or Yuji, however you want to call him. I never know how to call him, but yeah, he's my partner, so it's very weird that I don't know how to call him. But yeah, he made a guide on should you pull for Shigi or not. Basically, if you want to know, the conclusion is, if you really like him, go for him. If you don't really like him, if you're on the fence, don't go for him. But I will cover this in a different video though, because there is not a lot of content in the game. The guide is already too long, and I need more videos so that I can stretch this period of time until we get some new content. So yeah, guys, that's going to be the guide, the ultimate Shigaraki guide. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it was informative. I hope this time it wasn't that long. I know that it's going to be at least 20 minutes, probably a little bit more, 20-25 minutes, but at least it's shorter than Ida's. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this gets you excited for Shigi. I know he was nerfed hard, very, very hard, but he is still such a fun character. Honestly, I played him a little bit and he's so much fun. I'm so hyped. I haven't been able to take him to like a co-op or arena or anything yet, because I've just been doing the guide, but just doing the guide, I got so hyped. I'm so hyped to play him because he looks so much fun, honestly. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. If you have any comments, any advice, anything you think I should change or I should add or remove, please leave a comment, and I will definitely add or remove or change whatever I have to add, remove, or change. And yeah, that's gonna be it. Subscribe, guys, if you'd like more guides like this one, and I'll see you on the next one.